Look what I just got here.
Hello everybody, hope you're doing very well and welcome to this evening's technical analysis where I'm going to be going over Litecoin for you all as it was the highest requested coin today over on Twitter. So I wanted to give back to you all and just say a really big thank you. You know, it means so much, the support that you show me, like all the likes, the comments, etc. is a real big help for me and it's just really appreciated. So I wanted to give back and just go through the whatever the highest requested coin was, I was going to cover in the for a technical analysis for you all, and the highest requested coin by the amount of comments that was received was Litecoin. So Litecoin is going to be the technical analysis of today, so I do hope that you enjoy this. And yeah, again, thank you all for the support. So yeah, let's go over to the Litecoin chart here and let me explain the reasons where I've got all these numbers from. Okay, so starting out very briefly, we obviously see Litecoin has obviously, you know, over the last year, just seen an extremely strong pullback, but, you know, shorter term, it has seen a very nice recovery. We're talking about 160 around that from the low in December up to the high around 171%. Okay, so a very strong recovery we've seen. 170% in a few months is amazing. And I honestly believe that Litecoin was the lead bull in this space. Obviously, Ethereum starting it off nicely as well, but Litecoin really being the lead bull in the space along with Binance Coin. Okay, those two have really given us an alt season. So thank you Binance Coin, thank you Litecoin for the alt seasons that you've given us. This mini one has been, you know, profitable across the board on these alts, and all thanks to those two coins. So obviously that's nice to see, where I'm looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously I am expecting the pullback for the 4 before we come up for a 5. Although if this is not identified as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we're just looking at it as some sort of ABC, obviously that's more bearish. Okay, if this is going to be, you know, identified later down the line as an ABC. Hence why I'm favoring short positions here. Okay, so where are we? What are we looking at here? Okay, why am I favoring shorts and entering into short positions, Daniel? So what I'm seeing here, there is a confluence of reasons why I'm entering to shorts. Okay, firstly, taking from our swing high way back here on September the 4th, okay, from the Fibonacci retracements from that swing high to the swing low, okay, where have we seen the price getting rejected? Very nicely, we have seen it getting rejected obviously on the 786 Fibonacci level. Okay, so the 786 clearly acting as resistance here, and we are obviously running into a heavy area of resistance horizontally as well. I mean, you just see this whole area right here, you know, clear consolidation that went on here, you know, going to be turning into resistance. Obviously, with the speed that we pulled back from, you know, $56 all the way down to $22, you know, this pullback happened very quickly. So when you go down so fast, you can obviously go up so fast. Okay, but now we've obviously gone through the initial drop down and we are getting into more heavy resistance. Okay, so there is heavier resistance horizontally around this levels. Okay, up to around $70 would be my top target if we break up from here. Okay, so if we do end up, if we do end up breaking up, my top target would be $70, but I would be cautiously longing if we manage to break the resistance currently of $62, about 13 cents. Okay, So that's the biggest short-term resistance. But, before we get up to there, we do have some more resistances to get through here. Firstly, I'd like to show you the divergences, the bearish divergences that we have got here on Litecoin. Okay, so obviously if you look here from the highs of around, end of February up to the highs here at the start of March. Okay, histogram bearishly diverging, MACD diverging bearishly, the RSI here as well, bearishly diverging. Okay, so obviously we're forming lower highs across the board while the price made higher highs. So we have got bearish divergences here, strong bearish divergences. Across the board. Obviously, we look at we're looking at zooming out a little bit and seeing the point of control. Point of control is all the way down at $33. We do have a little bit of support, a little bit of volume coming in around 57, but the main bulk of the volume is way down at 30. But that's not just a side metric, not one that I pay too much attention to in this sort of setup. But what we are also seeing here is obviously the 8 and 12 are holding support. So it's like a confluence where we do have these bearish signs. Okay. We do have the bearish signs that we also are, holding support currently. What I will do is remove this a second. Why I keep removing things from the charts, because I don't want to make it look too confusing for you all. But yeah, what I've labeled obviously here, the 786, finding strong resistance at the 786, and we are obviously running into this region of horizontal resistance as well. What I'd like to show you is the target that we have reached up here when we hit to around $60 more or less, psychologically, obviously, from the extension from the bottom of 1 to the top of 1 to the bottom of 2. Obviously your high target is going to be the 1618 for wave 3. Okay, you see here that we come up very, very close. We're talking within like $1. We come up to the extension target of the 1618, which for me adds into a resistance level, because it's like a target where people that are longing from wave 2 to play this wave 3 up, their target's going to be the 1618. So obviously it's going to be resistance as people take profits there. Okay, so we've got a confluence of the 786 and the 618 lining up very nicely in this region up to like the 62. You can see why we fell down, because there was like a 3 resistance levels coming together nicely there. Okay, so that was obviously the 618 finding resistance for the wave 3 target. Okay, so then obviously I'm expecting, what I wanted to show you as well was this pitchfork, which I think was very nice pitchfork, to be honest. Okay, let's put this on original. Okay, so we came up straight through to the midpoint of the channel, came back down, found support on the 0.5, came up to the 0.5 of the other side of the pitchfork, come down 0.5, come up 0.5, now on the midpoint of the pitchfork. So this pitchfork has been, quite a decent, just a medium to help you trade off of as well. But yeah, it's just interesting when you see like 0.5s lining up with the 786 coming back down. And I've got this as a parallel channel on here. So the parallel channel is taken from obviously the high on the 15th of October down to the lows on the 29th of October. Okay, so parallel channel just formed horizontally there. So we've got then the equilibrium sort of midpoint, which is sat at $55, obviously holding that as well. So we have got support here, a confluence of supports also from the taken from the wave 3. We've also got the 236 very nicely. If I zoom in here and just show you how lovely this was, that this old resistance, flipped into support, and we found support of the 236, and this was a long that I took. Okay, I can remember this day because it was a day that Bitcoin fell downwards. Okay, so Bitcoin fell down quite heavily. And that was my opportunity I like taking longs when everything's going down to like sculpt those longs. And I remember taking this long from which lined up very nicely with the 236, and this horizontal resistance obviously flips into support. Okay, so yeah, that was literally a quick nice gain from a scalp position on Litecoin. But it is now reaching, a point where we're going to be getting a break, I'd say, within the coming days. We're going to be either breaking up and start moving up to these top targets, or coming down for the pullback. In my opinion, again, none of this is financial advice, so don't take this as any sort of financial advice. But, I'm trading this for a pullback. Because I believe it's going to be healthy pullback. It's not not nothing crazy, but we could get some healthy pullback here to the sort of $48-$49 region. Okay, lining up with the 236 here and this old resistance, which you would expect to flip into support. Okay, so short term, I would say I'm more bearish, but obviously, you can argue the bullish arguments as well. We are holding the midpoint of the pitchfork. We are holding obviously this $53 region, the old resistance flipping into support. So we could even end up going sideways here and getting none of it. kind of like Bitcoin. But yeah, my sort of outlook of this chart is bearish. Okay, I still see that we are overextended. We are getting the bearish divergences across the board. We are also, if you look at the stochastics are heading down as well. So we're on the daily chart here. Obviously, stochastics coming down. They can find support on the midpoint of this, so we are reaching the midpoint around 50. But yeah, nevertheless, they are heading downwards here. The stochastics as well. Okay. You can see slightly over the last few days we have been forming some higher lows here, but overall we're still on the trajectory, I want to say that correctly, of lower highs as well. Okay, so we could be forming a little pattern here. But overall, yeah, definitely for me, this is looking bearish, but there are, no reason to be overall suddenly turning bearish, because, you look at the exponential moving averages here on the daily as well, obviously the 8 and 12 as I mentioned before, but also on this sort of old resistance 618 that could flip into support too. You do have the you do have the 200. This is the 200 daily moving average. Okay, so the 200 exponential daily and the 2655 obviously down below with the 100. So this 200 exponential moving average you would expect to hold nice support as well. So this is a coin for me that I'm looking to more sculpt. Okay, so I love sculpting these sort of scenarios where I will sculpt a breakdown or a sculpt upwards. Swing trading, obviously I'm in a short, but so I'm bearish on the swing sort of standpoint, but for sculpting I would sculpt this in either direction because I see pros and cons to the coin. Okay. So I hope that you've enjoyed this, and this has explained well my outlook of Litecoin, and I'll be doing some more of these, like whatever. I just want to just say a real big thank you for all the support that you've been showing me. It's honestly so appreciated. Really, really kind of you all. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, so thank you for that. Obviously the link for this write-up can be seen. I'll leave it in the description if you would like, so you can come along and check this out. Yeah, thank you. And obviously I'll quickly cover, let's quickly cover quantum. This is a successful sculpt that I took just before making this video, and this is a 3% sculpt, but 3% is 3%. So obviously quantum today overall was up very strongly. Okay, but what we're seeing here is the 618. Okay, 618, obviously you get the let's zoom out and show you this. So you get a strong pump up. We come down to the 618. Where do we come up to? The old support flips into resistance. This is literally a 3% move. Okay, in and out within, you're talking an hour, easy 3% trade. So that was a quantum position that I was in. I closed it out on this resistance, but if we now flip into this, and I'll be looking to go back into quantum. But yeah, there's so much opportunities at the moment, not across all altcoins. Altcoins are still the place to be trading at the moment, while Bitcoin obviously goes sideways. Obviously today, looking at Bitcoin, you just see these crazy wicks where you could totally go up to 3,900 all the way back down to 3,750. These wicks are I like these wicks. They liquidate the higher leverage traders or people with really tight stop losses. So these wicks are good to remove those sort of high leverage traders. But it's interesting that you sort of start to see these massive wicks. They're obviously not great for newer traders to get accustomed to. But yeah, there's nothing to worry about for me. I'm still heavily trading the altcoins. And that's where the opportunity lies, without any shadow of a doubt. So yeah, I hope that you've all enjoyed this one. Thank you again so much for watching, and yeah, what I would say is for a thank you, if you could like and comment this video just to say thank you, that would be brilliant. And in the description I will leave links to the Instagram, Facebook. The main one's going to be Facebook, obviously, because the Facebook's new. I haven't had any new stuff on Facebook, so I'm going to be trying to push on to Facebook. And wait, because on the Facebook you can leave reviews. So if you could come across to Facebook and give it a like and give a review, say whether I've been helpful or not. Obviously you can be honest, so just say whether you enjoyed the content, how it's been, and that would be really appreciated if you could go over to the new Facebook page and leave a review. I think there's a review section where you can click on write a review or something like this. But somebody wrote a review and it was quite cool, so I thought, yeah, that would be nice if you have Facebook. A lot of people don't even have it, so if you do have Facebook, then yeah, feel free to give it a like and an honest review. Would be very appreciated if you had the time. But yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Again, thank you everybody so much. And yeah, the logo competition that I was doing for the logo is probably going to be ending Sunday or Monday, probably either the end of the week or the start of next week, and then I'll be deciding whoever has done the nicest logo, choosing them, and obviously they'll get paid for continuing on the work for taking over the branding of the logo and documents, etc. So yeah, that's cool and exciting. But yeah, thank you everybody so much. I hope you have. Obviously, I'm still planning to do the overall Bitcoin Elliott wave count, so I'm going to be doing the overall Elliott wave count, which I have planned to probably record tomorrow or Saturday. So there's that to look forward to too, which is just going to be focused solely on Elliott waves. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, and again, thank you so much everybody. Cheers, bye.